Let's take a look at Dogecoin. Last time we looked at Doge was on November the 8th. Here is a recap. Volume is still low, but today it picks up. Hopefully this would continue. The stochastic oscillator is beginning to show this upward momentum. And now we're seeing this blue signal line is leading the red line, and the gap is beginning to get wider. Also, another thing is the signal lines, they are still in this neutral zone. So those still has plenty more room to run up before we would have to worry about these two entering the overbought territory. Yesterday we went over these three candles, especially with these two long-legged dojis followed by a green candle. This confirmed the reversal in price. Doge was trending down. These two candles indicates indecisiveness. And now the green candle indicates that the buyers, they're in control. They're pushing the price up. And we are seeing this big spike up in price today, and the volume definitely increased. So there is a very high probability that at this point, which is around 25.5 cents, could potentially be the bottom for this retracement. Now Doge is in the process of reversing direction. The key for us again is for Doge to be able to close today and for the next few days trade over this red line, which is the 10 days moving average, and that is right at about 27 cents. Then build enough momentum, then assuming if Bitcoin continues to stabilize and trend higher, I do expect those to make this move up, cross over the 200 days, and then reach the 34 cents, which is the target for this breakout of the small falling wedge. Fast forward, this is the daily chart for Dogecoin, and the data I have is to 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on November the 11th. Last time when we looked at Doge was on November the 8th. That when the price spiked up to about 30 cents. Right after the prior days where Doge formed this very nice long-legged doji, followed with a green candle, and then the price spiked up. I was being so optimistic, especially when I saw the volume pick up a little bit. I was anticipating that Doge would be riding this upward trend line, this yellow line here, and continue to trend higher. But Doge proved me wrong. It seemed like Doge tends to run out of steam or premature ejaculation after each spike up in price. We saw it at this point when the price spiked up to 34 cents, and then the next few days gave up practically all of the gain. Same thing happened on November the 8th. Those spiked up to 30 cents, and then the following 3 days gave up practically all of the gain and lost even more. The problem is this: it doesn't seem like Doge can take advantage of Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin trend up, all other altcoin goes up with Bitcoin, but Doge practically doesn't do much. And the problem is whenever Bitcoin retraces, Doge take a major dive. Same thing happened again the past 3 days. We see Doge drop. But being such a big teaser, every time when we see the price drop below the support trend line, the following days, buyers step in, Doge rebound and trade over that. So yesterday, Doge dropped and closed the day below the support trend line. So far today, we are seeing that buyers are stepping in, and Doge is looking at trying to reclaim this support trend line. Right now, Doge are trading at 4.7% higher, or at around 26.8 cents. And we need Doge to trade at or above the 10 days moving average, which is this red line. Again, the key price I have is still at around 27 cents. Those need to trade over that and stabilize over that in order for us to look forward to those trending upward. Now, when we look at this chart, the negative indicators are Doge is still within this death cross. The 50-day drop below the 200 days. And so far, the gap is still getting wide. Why? Because every time when the price spike up, then it retraces after that. Those need to stabilize and then slowly trending higher, for the 50-day to continue to trend upward, and for the 200 days to trend downward, so we can get rid of this death cross and turn into a golden cross. But this is not going to happen soon if those continue to retrace every time after a major spike up in price. The second thing is the volume is still very low, and this is what's really bothering me. The community for Dogecoin is still huge. If you go on to Twitter, almost every tweet is relating to Dogecoin, but yet there are just no buyers. Why is that? I mean, I don't really know. Another thing is right now, Doge is trending below the support trend line. That is not a good thing. However, there are also positives indicators as well. The first thing is, technically, Doge is still trading over this resistance trend line of this symmetrical triangle. So Doge is technically still in this quote-unquote breakout mode. And the Bollinger Band is forming out very nicely. So the chart is setting up for Doge to run up. It's just the problem is the momentum, the volume isn't there. There's no volume, and without volume, we don't see this sort of spike up. So in summary, to be honest, I don't really know what the heck is going on with Doge. But here's the key. Doge needs to be able to reclaim the support trend line. So the idea is trade at or above the 10 days moving average at about 27 cents. If Doge can stabilize at 27 cents and slowly trending higher and then cross over the 200 days moving average, which is this yellow line, at around the 30 cents, then there's a good probability that would generate some sort of additional buying momentum. Then we would see this sort of run up in price. Then those could run to about 34 cents and then eventually run up to my target price of 55 cents. But until we see the volume picks up, this is not going to happen. But then again, when we talk about Doge is absolutely unpredictable. Just when we count it out, it may spike up overnight. And I just hope that is going to be the case. But right now, all I can say is Doge is goddamn boring. That's it for this video, and don't forget to click that like button and reward me with a like if you appreciate the content that I'm presenting. Also, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button and subscribe, and make sure you turn notification on. And if you have Twitter, make sure you follow me at Vietmaxim, because I provide constant update on all of our favorite cryptos.